Woodbridge Township celebrating its 350th anniversary.
The early history of Woodbridge Township. The township of Woodbridge was settled in 1664 and granted a charter by King Charles II of England on June 1, 1669.
Woodbridge Township was named in honor of Reverend John Woodbridge of Newbury, Massachusetts.
Mary Compton. Mary Compton was born in 1668. She was the first child born in Woodbridge from European descent. She married Caleb Campbell on January 1, 1696, and lived to her middle 60s. She died and is now currently buried in the First Presbyterian Church Cemetery, where her monument is clearly identified.
Early settlers and faith.
One of the most important historical landmarks in Woodbridge is the First Presbyterian Church.
Its nickname is the Old White Church.
It is the oldest church in Middlesex and is the sixth oldest in the state.
The first service was on May 27, 1675, and its founders were Puritans.
The early settlers of Woodbridge were bound by their faith.
The church served as the seat of the Woodbridge government until the 1700s.
The Puritans and other members of the First Presbyterian Church broke away and built the Trinity Episcopal Church in 1711. The original church was destroyed in 1858 by a fire and rebuilt in 1860. It's one of the oldest Episcopal congregations in New Jersey.
The Revolutionary War comes to Woodbridge. Jonathan Denham was one of the early settlers of Woodbridge. He operated the first grist mill in Woodbridge. During the American Revolution, his house was used as a garrison or a fort by American soldiers. It remains one of the oldest buildings in Woodbridge and Middlesex County.
Cross Keys Tavern was built in the early half of the 18th century. The tavern was a headquarters for people who wanted to revolt against British rule. These people included the Sons of Liberty.
Janet Gage raised the first Stars and Stripes, which is now called the American flag, in Woodbridge shortly after the Revolutionary War to rally her townsfolk in celebration of their freedom. Janet Gage chose her spot wisely when she placed the Liberty Pole at the Cross Keys Tavern.
Who comes to Woodbridge?
President George Washington.
He stayed at Cross Keys Tavern on April 22, 1789, while en route to New York to take the oath of office as the president.
Woodbridge Township is made up of 10 communities,
Each one with its own rich history over the last 350 years.